Peace, ladies! Welcome back to the Wholeness channel. So today first of all, I just wanted to apologize if my voice sounds a little bit congested. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm doing better though. So I have my ginger tea with honey and lemon here, so that's what I'm drinking today. But anyways, this video today is going to be about how to actually love your body and a few ways to, number one, respect your body, and number two, take care of your body. So let's just get right into it. So we really need to start thinking of our body as it is. It's a gift, and we need to take care of it. We have a responsibility and an obligation to take care of her. So we need to appreciate ourselves and appreciate our body as a gift. So some of these tips that I'm going to tell you in a second might seem a little bit obvious, but I know how easy it is to get off track with certain things, especially when it comes to like exercise or maybe, tracking your diet or, just things like that. It's really easy to slip up sometimes. Like for me, I'll admit that I just had 3 weeks off of working out, and it's terrible, I know. But this is why I'm telling you to probably, help to remind you to exercise, okay? So I'm going to get to that later on. But we could all use a reminder. So the most important thing when it comes to loving our body is we might need to change our mindset on what that actually means and our definition of what that means. Because I see a lot in the media or social media or even media like movies or whatever we're consuming in the media, it's pretty much we're getting the same message, and it's telling us that in order to love our body as women, we need to be in love with how our body looks. And I just think that's pretty toxic. So I want to give you maybe an alternative way of thinking about it and some examples. So 100% our bodies are beautiful, and we should appreciate how beautiful our bodies are. But if you watch my other videos, you probably heard me say this before, it shouldn't be our focus, because once you focus too much on something that's this important and you make it super important, it's going to cause you an imbalance in your life and your well-being, and it's going to actually be damaging for you, your overall well-being, but mostly like your mental health, and it could affect other areas of your health as well. But we start to fixate and obsess over how our bodies look, and that's why we're seeing all this crazy stuff in social media when it comes to our bodies. And this is also why we have body image issues, because we make a mountain out of a molehill, because women's bodies are already all beautiful. So we can just move on from that. Yes, we're beautiful. Let's move on from that. You know what I mean? So how do we move on from that? Well, the most important thing we need to focus on is, number one, taking care of our body. And I've talked about this before. And number two, respecting our body. So a lot of us, I'm not just talking about general society, I feel like we've kind of lost a basic respect for ourselves and for other people. And this definitely affects the way we respect ourselves as well. So to me, what respecting my body means is, number one, like I said, taking care of it, and also protecting my body. So by taking care of our body and by respecting our body, this is how I translate loving my body. Not loving how my body looks per se, or trying to perfect my body through like exercise or plastic surgery or anything like that. So I'll talk more about that later. But anyways, so I have 4 points on how to take care of your body. So number one is obviously hydrate and eat nourishing foods. It's important that we stay hydrated throughout the day, and that we have at least one really good nourishing meal in the day, as far as, vitamins. So we all know deep leafy greens, and you can find all that information online or a nutritionist or whoever. But the point is, yeah, eat good food, exercise regularly. So like I was saying, I'll get in the mode and I'll be doing really good. I'll be exercising every day, and then something will throw me off. Most of the time, it's my cycle, because as a woman, obviously, that's like a time to slow down. And I'm telling you, the first couple of days, I don't want to do anything. Like, I just lay in bed. So that really messes with my biorhythm when it comes to working out and even sleeping. So then it takes me a while to get back on track, and then everything's thrown off, you know? So I know it's kind of hard sometimes to go all the time, but just we need to remember that even like a gentle, easy exercise is better than no exercise. So another couple things. So that was number 1, eat nourishing food and hydrate. Number 2, exercise regularly. Number 3, take care of your personal hygiene. And number 4, get proper rest. So those are like the basics that our body needs. And it's really simple. Like I said, it's not all the time easy, but it's very simple. So here's the other part to this, and it's respecting your body. So here are a few ways we can respect our body. So the first thing is we should really start to think about our body as a child, if that makes sense. We need to treat our bodies like this is a child, and this child has needs, and it's dependent on us to take care of it. So, like I said, it's an obligation. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice in taking care of our body or not if we want health and well-being and to appreciate ourselves and appreciate the gift we were given. So, one way we can respect our body is to protect our body physically. So don't put yourself in situations that can compromise your health or your well-being, or risk your health or well-being. So an example would be, when you're exercising, you're doing things that are unsafe. We have to make sure that we're avoiding injury while working out, or anytime. We should be avoiding injury anytime, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much instinct that we protect ourselves and that we avoid injury. But you'll be surprised, like we think it's instinct, but then people drink alcohol. So what is that? Drinking alcohol, we know it's harmful to our health, and we know there's no benefit that really comes from it. So that's like an exception, I think, because we're intentionally risking our health or even harming ourselves. So yeah, that's something else, right? Another thing that I had to talk about is sexual activity, because we can definitely put ourselves in situations that are not good for our well-being or our physical or our spiritual health. So we need to be very careful about that as well. Also, another thing, this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm just going to go ahead and state my opinion on this. And I am against plastic surgery. I don't think it's healthy. And I think that's putting us at risk of our health and our well-being. And instead of healing our self-esteem, we're trying to put a Band-Aid over it and thinking that plastic surgery is going to heal us, when in fact it's not. It's just going to put a Band-Aid over it, and the real issue isn't being taken care of. So I know a lot of people, I watched many YouTube videos or whatever, and an idea that's going around is that they may not suggest plastic surgery, but they're not against it, and they say do what makes you happy. Well, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think you should just do what makes you happy. Like, I feel like you're in a state where you're very vulnerable and you're in pain, and I don't think you should put your body at risk to heal something that's actually internal. It's not external. If that makes sense. So those are a couple ways that we need to be thinking to protect our bodies physically. So Another thing is we need to realize that our body is sacred. And look, we don't like being objectified in the media. We talk about this a lot in, you know, in social media or whatever. But we do talk about women's objectification. But we need to be very careful that we stay far away from um, we do not adopt their way of thinking. And you know that media or movies, it's marketing anyway. So the problem um, with us saying we don't want to be objectified, but we don't really know how to protect ourselves from that. Um, so it's actually also our responsibility to be conscious and careful to not, like I said, to not adopt their way of thinking. We are not objects, and we are also not a product to be sold. So we can't treat our bodies like they are a product. So that's very important. So anyways, those are just a couple ways that we can take care of our body and respect our body. And I think doing those things actually show love for our body. And it's a different perspective on the whole love your body thing. So I really do believe that once you start focusing on your health more instead of, perfection or aesthetic reasons to love your body, and then just realize you're already beautiful anyways, then we can definitely move towards healing our body image. And yeah, anyways, the main thing I want you to remember, please, is to just respect your body, take care of your body, instead of focusing on and obsessing over how your body looks. I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helped me out on this channel, so thank you so much, and stay blessed. Peace.